Understand your own value. You are more powerful than you know. The world will try to convince you that your worth is negotiable, that your value depends on likes, followers, income, or approval. But let me tell you something. You are priceless, not because of what others see, but because of who you are, even when no one's watching. So, if you've ever felt underestimated, overlooked, undervalued, this message is for you. Story: The Old Ring. There's an old story about a young man who went to his wise grandfather and said, "Grandfather, I feel worthless. I feel like I have no value. Nobody sees me." The grandfather handed him a dusty old ring and said, "Take this to the market, ask around, and see how much people will pay. But don't sell it, just come back with the offers." The boy walked around the market. People looked at the ring and laughed. $5. Maybe 10. It's just old junk. He returned, feeling worse than before. The grandfather smiled and said, "Now, take it to the jeweler." The boy obeyed. The jeweler looked closely, pulled out a magnifying lens, and then said, "This is a rare gemstone, worth at least $10,000, maybe more." The boy stood speechless, and his grandfather leaned in and whispered, "Just because some people can't see your value doesn't mean you don't have any. It just means they're not qualified to measure it." Knowing your own worth. You've spent too much time looking for your value in places that were never meant to define you. You looked in broken friendships, in toxic relationships, in shallow environments that couldn't handle your depth, in jobs that paid you less than your worth. But your value? It was never there. Your value was always in the way you keep going when you feel empty, the kindness you show when no one notices, the strength it takes to heal yourself in silence, the light you bring to others while carrying your own darkness. You are not a product of validation. You are not a number. You are not a label. You are purpose in motion. You are worth that can't be priced. Reflective moment, triggering self-belief. Ask yourself, why do you dim your light just to fit in? Why do you wait for permission to believe in yourself? Why do you accept the opinions of people who couldn't even carry your pain for a day? It's time to stop letting unqualified voices determine your worth. The truth is, you're not just valuable, you're rare, and that's why they didn't understand you. That's why some left. That's why you felt out of place. Not because something was wrong with you, but because you were never meant to fit into small spaces. How to live like you know your value. Stop shrinking to keep others comfortable. Walk into every room like you belong because you do. Speak with the conviction of someone who knows they matter. Let your boundaries protect your peace. Invest in your growth like your life depends on it, because it does. Powerful and emotionally resonant. You were never too much. You were never not enough. You were simply in places too small to see your shine. But not anymore. From this day forward, don't wait for someone else to see your value. See it for yourself. Own it. Speak from it. Move from it. Because when you understand your own worth, you stop chasing people. You stop explaining yourself. You stop settling. And you start living like the masterpiece you were born to be. Subscribe and hit notification bell for more tips. Start living the kingdom life.